All right, I'm here with Jerry Siem in the Sage booth at the IFTD show. And Jerry is the rod designer for the famous Sage Fly Rod Company. He's going to tell us a little bit about the new rods this year, and we have some really interesting rods to talk about. From the smallest in the lineup to the biggest in the lineup, the new TXLF small string fly rods, all the way up to Jerry's new switch rod designs for big water. Tell us about it, man.
John, you are super excited, as am I, to look at the finest fly rods here at the show.
Yeah, I mean, look,
we've got. I mean, just check out this type
it's a gorgeous
of design
lineup.
work. I mean, we put our heart and soul into putting these together. I'll start with the littlest one here, this little TXLF. Look at the really slender shaft. One way you can tell really high performance rods these days against the rest is the shaft diameters. If you're using really nice high modulus materials and building the best designs out of them, you're going to have some really slender little rods.
Yeah, look at that.
This TXLF, gorgeous color. This rod represents our ultralight line of rods. Great for fishing in the Rockies. Goes from a 0.00 up through a 4-weight. And if you ever thought trout fishing is fun and have not tried an ultralight rod, you don't know what you're missing. I mean, these things will put more pressure on tippet than you can with a heavy rod. But just a classic, great lineup. We've got a new handle shape here, John. This one is called a snub nose half wells. Put your hand on it, got a little bit of support for the thumb. Cast the rod, it's going to be much easier to handle, control. It's going to be a real winner.
Man, I think that enhances the feel of the whole rod. I was casting through the whole lineup of these yesterday, and I think the grip on this makes an enormous difference in how they feel in your hand. I mean, just a feeling of precision and connectedness and comfort that's just, I mean, those are exquisite. Those are very gorgeous.
Putting this little package together has been a lot of fun. I think you don't even see this category of a rod unless you come to the Sage brand.
Well, you guys invented this category of rod, and these are lighter than the predecessor.
Lighter than the predecessor. 4-piece now, everything's 4-piece. They're going to be really excellent fishing rods, popular.
Those are sweet, man.
That's really sweet. We've got a full lineup of VXPs. This is the new XP line of rods. That is ultra high performance again for the rod. It's very slender shaft, cuts the wind, super smooth. All the rods that I'm putting out right now, I'm trying to really improve your connected feel with the line and with what you're doing fishing technique by giving you as smooth a rod as possible. So
well, I noticed that. I mean, any Sage angler is a fan of the XP series, categorically. One of the greatest rods ever designed, one of the most popular rods, really, reinforced Sage's leadership in fast action rods. But I found, having these on the pond yesterday, that they're easier to cast or something. There's something, you can cast them with a relaxed casting stroke. You don't have to think about your casting stroke and the timing of the casting stroke to cast them. So I feel like, if anything, they're more accessible to everybody. Anybody who wants to be a fast action rod caster, I think it's just going to fall right in the hands.
You are a good judge of rods. I know that because you've had your hands on a lot of them, and be able to see the differences and feel the difference between this and the old XP, and to know that this is an improvement puts you at a top category of fishers and anglers in my mind. I know that is a fact in designing the rod, but having just a couple casts under your belt now and be able to tell the difference, that's going to be a winner.
Yeah, I mean, that's just going to fall right in our customers' hands. They're going to just be able to get so much out of this right from the beginning. And is this less expensive now than the original XP?
That is right around about the same price as the original XP.
Which will seem less expensive now because it was the leading rod.
It's a couple $100 less than our top end rod.
It's just a $500 category?
$500 category.
Yeah, wow, man, that's just amazing.
A little under, a little over.
That's a home run, man.
That's all 4-piece. Everything we've done now is 4-piece. That's the only way to get around. Take your rods, easy way to go. Get a shot of the color collection we got here. This is a new addition in the XI3, which we introduced last year. This is a 5-weight. An 8'9" 5-weight.
Oh, man.
We've got a little bit reduced diameter on the handle, so it's a nice, really light for these small bonefish, for going down a river, chucking and ducking, and where you want to have a 5-weight. It's our only 5-weight we've ever built with a full Wells handle, anodized reel seed and fighting bud. Put it in the XI family.
What line are you recommending on this for salt and or freshwater?
I'll tell you what, for fresh, I think the Rio Grande would be a great line on it.
Yeah, load it up real fast.
Load it up nice. We've also, the Rio has built now a 5-weight bonefish taper for this. So in their catalog, you'd see a 5-weight bonefish taper. We designed the rod really to work super well with that.
Sure. Heavy head shooting style lines need the case, both fresh and salt.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
this now is a rod that I would use out in the Pacific Northwest. This is a new length rod in a TCX category, 11 foot 9 inches, 5, 6, 7, and 8 weight. And I'm a pretty big fan of the lighter rods.
Yeah.
You fight these fish now not by raising a rod up high in the air, but by swimming the fish toward you. Once the fish is up on the top of the water, you don't try to pick them up out of the water. So this rod, you fight a fish, low rod angle, bring this fish in. Nice short switch rod, spay rod style grip.
Yeah, that's a real slim grip on that. It looks like it's going to be really comfortable in the hand. I didn't play with this one yesterday, so
yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Light.
Yeah, they're really light. You know, the Generation 5 technology is a use of materials that's probably the wisest way that we can position materials on a shaft and get the greatest results. You see, very lightweight, torsion resistant, very tough rod. They track super straight. You bend these rods one direction. They don't move side to side. You don't lose accuracy. These rods want to go right straight back to the position that they were bent. So you can design around that property, which you don't find in any other construction. We know that this is really the best use of materials that are going on right now.
You can feel it in the rod.
And again, John, let me reiterate this. Today, every Sage rod, every Sage blank is built on Bainbridge Island, Washington.
I grew up on Bainbridge and Sages. And I grew up building Sage rods. I brought blanks from Patrick's Fly Shop down there on the waterfront, man. So
you got it.
That's awesome, and that's
always
unique in this day and age.
Always will be, and we're proud of it. We have great craftspeople. I go out and work with them every day. They bring blanks to me. I'm working on new rod designs as we speak, and this is the result of the types of work that we can put together.
Yeah, it's stunning. I mean, it's the most stunning lineup of rods I've ever seen. Hey, are you selling some of these switch rods in the Rocky Mountains now too? You mentioned the Northwest, which is understandable because of the spay connection out there, but are you selling some of these trout?
Absolutely. The 5 and 6 weights are very easy to learn to cast. They're very light, and what you can do on moving water, just like steelhead, you can use them in any kind of moving water. You have great line control, ability to mend, ability to set up a swing. They're perfect.
I mean, I'm thinking Lower Gunnison and Lower Colorado would be really fun places for us to integrate some spay technique and long rod technique.
I hope you guys are doing that.
Yeah, cool, good. Well, we're going to get it deeper and deeper, man.
All right.
Great stuff.
All right, John.
Hey, thank you so much, Jerry.
You're welcome.
Great rods this year, as always, as expected.
Very good.